Hello and welcome to another Why Not Spanish video. My name is Cody, and in this video we're going to talk about what I think to be the most important thing when it comes to speaking Spanish and probably any other language, and that is confidence. Obviously, it's more important to actually study the language. I talked about that in a previous video. If you want to watch, you can click somewhere here or check the link in the description down below. But besides studying, I think speaking with confidence and being confident when you use your Spanish is like the secret sauce when it comes to living in a foreign country or when it comes to actually using what you have worked so hard to learn. Now, before we get too far into this, I just want to say if you've not put in the time studying the language and learning the vocabulary that you need, it doesn't matter how confident you are, you're going to come off like a confident idiot because you're not going to know what you're saying or know what you're doing. But one thing I've noticed is a lot of Spanish learners, and myself included, we have the Spanish to be able to do a lot of things. However, we don't think that we're good enough, or that people will be able to actually understand us, or people won't be able to understand us because of our accent, which is all. In my case, I still struggle with this. I speak Spanish very, very low, like a whisper. As a result, people would not hear me and would not understand me. And that made me think that my Spanish was bad or that I messed up, I didn't say something correctly, when in reality, they just didn't hear me because I was speaking so low. And that's because I wasn't very confident in my Spanish, so I would just kind of speak at a whisper. Thankfully, Maria kind of came along and she's heard me do this a few times, and she's kind of whipped me into shape and told me, you need to speak up, that you said that correctly, you need to speak up, they don't hear you, speak up. And that's kind of been hammered into my brain now. And she was right. When I actually spoke up and, beyond a whisper and spoke where people could actually hear me, they understood me, and some of them even complimented me and said, oh, you speak great Spanish, and that was really cool. And that was kind of when the light bulb went off. I mean, think about it. You've put in the time to study this language, to learn the conjugations, to learn the pronunciation, to learn everything about this language, but then when it comes time to use it, a lot of us are so timid and so afraid to actually put what we've studied and practiced into use. No. Let me know in the comments down below if you get nervous whenever you speak Spanish with a native Spanish speaker. This was something that I used to get nervous about, but actually living in Colombia now, that's something I have to do on a daily basis. So that's something that I've kind of gotten past now. But I think that's a really common thing for a lot of people, is when you actually have to speak with somebody who's from that country, it kind of makes you a little intimidated. So let me know if you've ever felt that way in the comments down below. So for those of you who do feel that way, who get nervous when you speak with a native Spanish speaker, I have some advice for you. They don't care. They don't care if you have an accent. They don't care if you're still learning. They don't care if you said something the wrong way. They just don't care. If anything, they're going to help you. If you're struggling with a word or something like that, or you're struggling to figure out something, they're going to help you. They're going to encourage you. It's going to be the complete opposite of what you probably think is going to happen in your head. So I encourage you to puff out your chest and be confident when you speak, and know that you've put in the time and that you've studied the language. So when it comes time to actually use what you've been studying and put it into practice, be confident, and I think you're going to be surprised with the result. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to hit the like button if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And remember, if you're going to learn a language, why not Spanish? Ciao.